Welcome back to the In My Thoughts podcast, a podcast where I sit down and just get some stuff off my chest, my inner thoughts, and just something I really want to talk about. Um, Today, I know I've already told y'all this before, but I have a lot of friends who are either single or haven't been in very long relationships, and that's totally fine. Whatever you want to do with your life, you do you. If you want to settle down one day, you'll find that person. If you want to just mingle around, whatever your preference is, do your thing. But this episode is more so geared to them, the people who are not really in long lasting relationships and stuff like that. Because I think it's kind of funny. Sometimes things to me are easier to comprehend, but then I gotta remember I'm in a long lasting relationship. So to other people, it may not be that easy to understand. And like I said, it's nothing big or anything like that, but it's just a constant conversation that I end up having because I'm just in a different place right now. So, as of recent, I was having a conversation with my friends, and a lot of them don't understand the fact that certain things don't matter when you're in a relationship with someone for a very long span of time. So, when I be, like, for example, right? If I'm hanging out with my girl, my girlfriend doesn't have a problem with getting something out my nose just because like it's hanging there and it's gonna bother her, right? She won't even tell me. Sometimes she'll just like knock it off from me or go on my nose actually and just get it. To my friends who are not really in long relationships or don't really have long relationships, they always be saying, "Yo, that's weird. Why would she do that? I don't understand." And I just look at them and be like, "You understand? We've been together for mad long." And when you're together with someone for a while, they end up seeing all types of sides of you. Like, they'll see you, like, coming when you wake up in the morning, before you go to bed. They know your traits. They know how you move, habits, stuff like that. So, little things to us may be big things to others, but you don't see this person all the time. So, for example, right, let's say you're on Instagram and you always end up seeing, like, a picture of, let's say, dude's on the toilet and his girl is like brushing her teeth or something like that. That's real. Like, that stuff doesn't bother you when you're with the same person for an extended amount of time, because at the end of the day, that's your king or your queen. It's like that's you in a sense. Not necessarily you, but I'm talking about when you are one with somebody, and that's your dad. What's the word? I just had it in my head. That's your significant other. So that stuff don't matter at the end of the day. It's like, all right, right? Or let's say I'm getting something out of my girl's hair, and let's say like my girl has long hair, and sometimes when I get something out of her hair, it might take me a second, like, so it might look like I'm like picking in her hair or something like that. And then someone on the outside could be like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like that? Why are you all in her hair?" So I was like, "Yo, that's my girl. Like, shut up. Like, that stuff doesn't matter." But the thing is that when you're not dealing with long relationships, it might come across a little weird to you. Like, I was talking to my friend Brie, and I was telling her certain things. Like, see, Brie will get me to say some stuff that I really wouldn't say just out loud, just because of the fact of it's nothing to hide, but just like no one's business. But I feel open with her to the point that I'll just say whatever. So she can get me to have. We all have that person that will get you to have certain conversations that you more or less probably wouldn't say out loud. Like I said, I'm an open book, so it really doesn't matter to me. But I wouldn't initiate certain conversations with other people like I would with her, and like vice versa. She would initiate certain conversations with other people like she would with me. But yeah, like, or it's like, think about it, right? Once you, like, let's say you take a shower with your significant other, right? You see them as what they are. They're naked, wet. You'll see like they're like when you're with somebody for so long, the little stuff really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's like you see all aspects of the person that you're dealing with. And if you love them for them, then at the end of the day, none of that matters. You'll pick a little boogie out their nose, or you'll be in the bathroom while they're on the toilet or something like that. Or that's couple things. And at the end of the day, it's like when you come with somebody, that's just kind of how it is. Cause I'll be telling her certain things and she'll be like, "Yo, why y'all do that?" Or, "That's weird. I could never do that with someone." And then I asked her, I was just like, "Yo, how long have you been in a relationship?" And then she'll tell me, like, she'll be like, "Oh, my longest relationship was like maybe a year," or I don't exactly know the exact number, but it's something. And I'd be like, that makes all the sense in the world, because when you don't spend that much time with somebody for a span of a couple years, you might not get to the point of actually getting to know them like you would if you spend some time with someone for like 3 years plus. Like, when you're only dealing with someone for a couple months, you might not. Everybody, like, I look at it like this: in the first 6 months of a relationship, everything's kind of, in a way, cookie cutter. Like, you want to be always, like, at least how I was doing it. I always want to be presented nice. I want to make sure my hair was done. I want to make sure that I had on proper clothes. I look nice when I go out, because I want to put on a show to, like, show that I want to be looking attractive when I go out. There's a person that I really like, and we're starting off slow, and it's the beginning, so I want them to see all aspects of me in a certain light, right? Okay, that's the first 6 months. Maybe, let's say, 6 months to the first year and some change, 2 years or something like that. That might continue, because at the end of the day, everything's new. It's still fresh. For 1 year and some change. I'll tell you this right now. At least if you're dating me, once you get to, well, like I said, I'm open, so I might do this mad early. But once you're in the 1.5 to 2, you're going to start seeing certain things that you might not see in the first 6 months. You really start to grow and understand a person and stuff like that. So now it's like, okay, now I'm really seeing you. Not saying you wasn't seeing them before, but things are broader now. You're seeing more aspects of them that you really wouldn't see in the first 6 months. Now, that's, let's say, year and some change, 2-3 years or something like that. Once you get to the 3 year, a lot of that stuff that you would be like, ew, no, like, a lot of that's out the window now. We've been together for a while. You've seen all of me. I've seen all of you. There really is nothing to hide no more. Like, I've already peeped everything. And me, I'm very observant. Like, I look at everything. My eyes are always wandering. So I'm always looking and noticing and retaining information. So now, me and my girl been together. Like I said, we were together, broke up for a little bit, got back together. Now we're about to be on 5 years. But in the whole span, I've been with the same person 7 years, depending on how you want to calculate it. Do your thing. I'm not going to do it. I always argue with people about how you want to calculate it. 7 years total, 5 years, whatever. You do you. It's been a long time. I know her. I've seen her. Everything. I know what, like, okay, right. My girl knows I have dry skin. Especially in the cold months. I need someone to lotion my back. In the first 6 months, you might not want no one to see that you have, like, scaly skin. Like, I wouldn't want no one to notice that, yo, I might get a dry patch on my back. I want to make sure that's clean, so I probably get my mom to do it. Now, nah. Yo, babe, can you put some lotion on my back? You know, I'm scaly. I gotta get this done. 'Cause I have very dry and sensitive skin. So I need to make sure everything's intact. So, yeah, my girl's handling that now. There is no, oh, I don't want you to see or anything like that. We've been together way too long. You've already probably peeped. You know what's up. It's not a big deal no more. Same thing with her. She might have something that probably in the first 6 months to a year that she might not want me to see, because we're still new. We're still learning. Years down the line, you know what's up with me. Help me out, XYZ, or pass me this. Come into the bathroom. I might be naked, but it is what it is. You've already seen me. I've seen you. So when people ask me certain questions and wonder why I move a certain way, y'all gotta remember, it's been a while. And now, not saying that 5 years is a long time and I already know, but I'm just saying is that when you're dealing with somebody, the same somebody, you're going to start getting, you start forming a new type of relationship where it's not going to be so cookie cutter and so clean and stuff like that. No, it's going to be a little messy. It's going to be to the point where it's like, okay, I don't care no more. Like, okay, right? So before I cut my hair was mad long, nappy, had the sponge brush, swirl your head up, get the spiky look. That was my thing for a while, right? I needed to make sure that my hair was washed once a week, at least once a week, because my hair gets very knotted and nappy. So this is how it was. I needed to condition my hair, pick it out, wash and condition my hair, oil my hair, swirl it up. That process was like almost 2.5 hours, because the way my hair, how much hair I had and how much nappy and coarse it was. I think the word is coarse. I watch coarse be like straight, and then I don't know for sure, and I'm just saying some bull, but whatever. Y'all get the point. So I needed reinforcements. So of course my girl will help me out, and of course she might see that my scalp was dry, and it might be, let's say there was like dandruff or something like that. I don't care if she see that. We've been together mad long. She's seen a whole lot worse. It's not that serious. But I needed her to do that, so it just kind of grew into it, and thankfully she did. But it's like, of course, in the first 6 months, I don't want you to know that I might have dry skin. I don't want you to know that, just stuff like that is like, or anything like, or my back, or my skin is sensitive, so I might need extra help or something like that. I'm trying to show you a picture of as perfect as what I can be. Years down the line, you see my flaws. I've seen yours. If we're still together and I've seen everything and I'm still cool with it, then we rockin'. And that stuff doesn't even matter no more. Like kind of with the boogie thing. I have very long nose hairs, and I be lazy, and I don't want to pick them all the time. Like, I do have the nose hair, like, the joint, but battery died, or I'm just not in the mood to do it. And she'll just see someone new, and she'll just go straight for it. Don't say nothing. She don't even tell me. No napkin. Her bare finger in there. And then from the receiving side, it's like, okay, that's my girl. She can, not saying she can go on my nose, but if she does it, I could care less. That's my girl. That she's gonna get it for me. She out here making sure that I don't look crazy when I'm walking. I just got something to hang in my nose. Yes, thanks, babe. Grab that for me. Appreciate it. But that's kind of how it is now. And it's like, to me, it's a great feeling to know that I don't have to have a barrier up because of the fact that I want to show myself in a certain light. There is no barriers no more when you've been together with someone for so long. And shoot, you're talking to like your parents or something like that, they're going to be like, they're going to feel what I'm saying. So like I'm saying, people with long relationships, it's probably not, I'm not telling them nothing new. This is normal. This is 24/7. But this is for more so the people who don't necessarily see all aspects of the person they're dealing with all the time. I can understand why it might look a little weird, but also you gotta realize y'all might be still in the honeymoon stage, or y'all might just not have got to that stage in y'all relationship where there really is no rules no more. Like I said, me personally, I don't put up a front. Before we're probably together, I'm probably gonna tell you just stuff about me because I'm just that open. Like, everybody at work knows I have very dry skin. Everybody knows the exact brand of soap I use, the exact lotion, because my skin is very sensitive. When I was during the wrestling season, and I broke out in a very bad rash across my chest and then my shoulders. So after that, I had to make sure that I had the right stuff so I wouldn't have no problems. That's me though. But I'm so open that even before we date, you probably already know that about me. But there's just no barrier. I'm not fronting for nobody. I have problems. Everybody has issues, and everybody has things that they want to cover up, but I'm not doing that. And sometimes when you're in the new stages of your relationship, you might want to. And I'm not saying if I ever let's say, God forbid, I become single again, I'm probably going to step my game up a little bit more. Not saying that I lowball everything now that I'm in a relationship, but I might want to take a little extra time in the bathroom, make sure everything's straight. I might do that, but that's going to end very quickly. Very quickly. Probably in the first 3-4 months. I ain't going to be coming outside every time all dipped in buttered and everything like that. No, it's not happening. Sweats, slides, hoodie. Most likely. That's usually my swag, especially around this time of year when it's cold. Maybe a little bomber, but I'm in sweats predominantly the whole time. I'm not going to be wearing like the nice outfit with the sneakers and the jeans and the shirt and the jacket and the hat if I want to wear. Like, it's not happening. You get when you rocking with me. And hopefully if you appreciate my honesty, then we can rock out. If you want me to be something that I'm not all the time, it's not happening. But that's besides the point. All I'm getting at is that when you're dealing with someone for a long period of time, you're going to understand is that the little stuff doesn't matter no more. You're going to pick the boogie out your man or your woman's nose or something like that. You're going to wash her hair. You're going to rub their feet. I'm not a feet person. I don't like feet. But my girl's feet don't bother me no more because she always barefoot anyway. So it's really not a big deal. It's just don't put them in my face. I'm never going to get past it. Don't put feet in my face. And she be joking, thinking that that's cute. It's not cute. But that's what I'm trying to say. Stuff like that is not going to bother you that much when you're dealing with the exact same person every single day, years on end. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I think that's it. That's just the thought I had. I had to get that off because, like I said, I was having a conversation last night with another friend, and I was trying to say, I was just like, yo, who cares? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Not the other night, probably like maybe last week. I'll smooth lie to y'all. But little stuff like that doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. You're going to see me as I am. And if you accept me, thanks. If you don't, we had a good ride. But I can understand why people who don't have long relationships could say that might be a little weird or that might be a little off to them. Because at the end of the day, if you haven't experienced it, then you just don't know. But let me tell you something. After year 2, that wall that you got up to make sure that you look in a certain type of way, that's over with. And most likely you dealing with me, I probably see it already. See through your wall and be like, listen, you don't got to do this. I know I know what you're hiding. It's not that deep. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say for today. I hope everybody has a great day. And remember, at the end of the day, your thoughts are your thoughts. And don't let no one change your thoughts. And don't let no one say your thoughts are wrong. Because at the end of the day, it's all an opinion. And I'll catch y'all the next time I upload. Peace.